cold. And the
Oh,
little bird was there and he flew away. And I was
oh
like, oh,
yeah.
let me leave him alone. Mm.
The birds are really out this season. They just be singing all day long. I'm like, go on, birds.
That's
So,
right. Something to
mhm.
sing about for sure.
That's it. Okay, everybody. We have 50 people who were waiting to join us, and that's pretty exciting. I appreciate your patience. We were going through a little technical difficulties. We have Michelle Pettis here. Everybody know today Miss Deborah had a come to Jesus moment about this weight. So we need all the inspiration we can get today. And I'm not the only one. People are on saying, Miss Deborah, we on the same team. So Michelle, she's Michelle Petzer. She's the author of Leaving Large. She is award-winning, internationally panelist on a very important topic dealing with our weight. Our weight. Hey, mhm, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about. That's
so
wonderful.
we're gonna get here. We're gonna get here when we can. We're gonna get here however we can. And
That's right.
that, quite frankly, Deborah, Ann, that's a mantra that we can think about losing using as we are on this weight loss journey, right? It
Okay.
is gonna get there when we can. But
Okay.
the phrase is we're getting there, right? When we
Mm.
can, how we can, whatever tools we need to use to get there, we are going to get there. So we're gonna break through any sort of barriers we need to break through. If those barriers, and we talked about these a couple of weeks ago. If those barriers are shame, we're going to break them down. If those barriers are anger, we're going to break them down. If those barriers are lack of forgiveness, we're going to break them. We're going to break them down. And tonight we're talking about breaking. We're coming back to fear. We talked about us to put food in its proper place, and so that's why I'm so excited to be here tonight and have this conversation with you. Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're 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 on board. So here's what I want to know. You before we jumped on the call, you said there are 50 people. There were 50 people waiting. I would like to know from the 50 people that are waiting, what what are their biggest fears around tackling this weight thing, right? What put it in the chat. Let us know. Let us deal with it one by one. For some people, right? For some people, it is just the notion of change, of doing something different. The fear of the unknown, right? So we tackle that like we do everything. We tackle it one step at a time, right? For some people, it is the fear of what other people are going to say, right? For for some people, I want to give you this one example of how this fear really motivated this person to change. I
Okay.
was on
Sybil
a
said it's getting to the gym, and Janetta said something's happening with the sound. It's going in and out.
oh man, oh, can't hear. Jeanette can't hear us. I'm gonna try to go inside. But going to the gym, think about think about going to the gym and what your purpose is in going to the gym. The going to the gym is to get some exercise, get some movement, right? Get your body moving, get strong, right? But here's the
Are you talking, Michelle? I can't hear her. Okay, she it phased out. Okay, are you there now?
I'm trying to come back. I
Okay,
don't know
wait.
what
I can
happened.
hear you. Can you hear her, Janetta? Okay, she says getting to the gym while dealing with the mom with who has dementia and
Yeah,
agitation. That's just Sybil.
yeah,
Yes.
yes, 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 yes. And that takes me right back to the point that I was making earlier. the gym isn't the only place for us to go to get exercise, right? We can exercise and move at home. If you're watching now on YouTube, you can pull up some YouTube channels and get your workout right at home. You can get some weights, right? You can get the hand weights, you can get the small weights, you can get the bands, you can get that. And here's the other thing about working out with YouTube at home. You have the flexibility of doing it on your own time schedule and in the increments that you want to do it and as often as you want to do it. So working out at home is a great solution, right? If the gym is your barrier. The other thing to consider is get a buddy, right? Because I know if you're working from home, if you're at home and you're just you don't have a specific schedule to do it unless you put it on your schedule. It's easy to go do laundry, right? Or just lay in the bed or not, or blow it off. But if you have a buddy and you all decide that you're gonna walk to the oldies or step to the oldies or do any of that, you can do that together at an appointed time, and you can both pull up your YouTube together on Zoom or your phone. You can do the workout for 20 minutes. You can do the workout for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes, for an hour, for whatever amount of time that you need. You can do it right there in the privacy of your home. If that's an option. It doesn't have to be the gym. It can be walking around your neighborhood, right? I remember growing up in the South, right? All the houses had porches. We knew all our neighbors because everybody was sitting out on the porches, and you would wave when you walked by. That's when you found out what was going on in the neighborhood because you were walking the neighborhood. So get out and do some walking in the morning, do some walking in the evening around your neighborhood, right? Around the block. I When I first started, I had like a little small block. I just kept doing that same block over and over, right? Just I just want you to know that it doesn't have to be the gym. You can save some money, right? You can, all right, because everything that I have just shared with you, those are free options. Those options don't cost you any money whatsoever. You can put your headphones on while you're walking, right? Get some motivation in your ears. Get some books on tape. Get some music. That was one of the things that worked for me. When early at one phase of my walking journey, I had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend that I hadn't connected with for a long time. We finally got reconnected. She was in Texas, and I was on the East Coast, and we made a pact that we were going to walk with each other every day. For every day, we walked and talked for 90 days. We walked and talked, and so what I want to share with you about that is that it became about the conversation and the connection with my friend. So I soon started to associate the walking with the joy that came from having a conversation with her. So that's how we build new habits. We take a habit that we want to create and we tie it to something that we're already doing that we enjoy, and they start to feed off of one another. So next thing I've had an hour conversation with her, and I've had an hour walk and workout all at the same time. So this is a really simple tool that you can use to get connected to. And this thing that we're dealing with, right? It is a this disease of obesity and food addiction. It is one of isolation. It is. It's one of isolation. That's the real truth. But when you use your phone, right? You use your headset. And you don't even have to. put on a special video or anything audio with this. It's just you call up a friend and say, are you willing? You want to walk every day? You want to walk 30 minutes? You want to walk 15 minutes? And you both walk and talk. You walk and talk, and then you get some stuff off your chest. You get to relive some old times. You get to reminisce. You get to talk. You get to telling some jokes, and next thing you know, 15 minutes has passed. Next thing you know, 30 minutes has passed. How's the family doing? How are you doing? What you gonna wear when you lose some of this weight? Let's go shopping
Okay.
together. Where we gonna go on vacation? Right? There's a ton of stuff to talk about. There is a ton of stuff to talk about. And then next thing you know, you go, girl, I gotta go now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Right? And if you do this in the morning, y'all, you do this in the morning, it is a great way to start your day. You get on that walk with your friend, right? While you're walking, you do a couple of affirmations, you talk about your food plan, what you're gonna eat that day, right? You support one another on that. You talk about what you're grateful for.
Mhm.
And when you do that, you can head into the waiting day without any fear, right? Because that walk and that talk and that conversation and those affirmations, right? All that all that is protective energy. All of that is protective energy that supports you as you move through the day, that helps you battle the fear of, is it going to work this time? Am I going to be able to stick to it this time? Right? So that's how you do that. The gym. Okay, the gym for me, the gym is free for me. My insurance pays for it. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. If you've got the insurance, you've got insurance that supports you. That is beautiful. Then what, since you're paying, and here it is. Guess what this? Your my gym is free for me. My insurance pays for it. You're paying for it, even though your insurance pays for it and it doesn't come out of your pocket. Whatever it is part of your benefits of your job, right? Then you're paying for it. You're paying for it in hours. You're paying for it in time. You're paying for it in talent. If it is a benefit for you, it is a benefit that you have worked for. It is a value to you. So use it. Don't let them keep your hard earned benefits. So yes, that is wonderful. If your gym is free, then go for it. Go for it. So I'd like to see um, any other things, right? Any other issues? What you're afraid of, right? What's holding you back, right? What's stopping you? What has been stopping you? What has been the thing? What has been the thing in your head that has been your block to keep you from stepping forth and claiming your life and claiming your health and claiming your place in this world that you deserve? What you been afraid of? Hmm? Oh, I prefer to exercise at home. No excuses. That's beautiful. Absolutely. Yep. And I
You
have
did.
found that is getting fit after 60. Getting fit after 60 says that I prefer to exercise at home. No excuses. What I have found is that a balance of at home and social exercise, it works for me. Just because I kind of like to be out with people. I want to see what other people are wearing. I want to see what other people are doing. My mind wants me to mix it up. Wants to create some variety. And so the key about this, y'all, is finding something that you like to do that you enjoy, right? If you are a dancer, if you are a line dancer, you can pull up YouTube videos and line dance for 2.5 hours. If you can remember the steps. I can't remember the steps. Everybody's going to the left, I'm going to the left. They're going up, I'm going back. I'm all off beat. I look so crazy, right? I do. I do. Their hands are up in the air, mine are down behind my back. They're turning to the left, I'm turning to the right. Two steps, cha cha cha. I don't even know how to cha cha cha. So anyway, so I gotta everybody gotta find a thing that works. I'm telling you, it's not, I don't know. Somebody help me with it. How long has the electric slide been out? Electric slide's been out 35 years, hasn't it? I don't even know how to do that. I know it's sad. It is.
Whichever way
It
you
is.
move it, you just
It,
move it.
just so long. That's why I like the walking videos. That's why I like the walking videos so much because
Hmm.
the steps are easy. They're really
Yeah.
because what she keeps saying all the time is that you don't worry about the steps. Don't worry about getting the steps right. Just keep moving. Just keep
Hmm.
moving to the music. And if you just keep moving to the music, you'll be all right. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I had known this in the 80s because I went out and I bought the step thing that you step up and down on. I've got those socks that came up, right, that you kind of scrunch down around your ankle. And it was
Yeah.
horrible. It was
They
horrible. I
back
was
now. You might as
miserable.
well put them back on. They back.
But Deborah, I was miserable because I'm not like coordinated like that. And everybody was going to the left. They were like step ball change and all kind. I'm like, a what? You know, all right, grapevine, everybody. I'm like, what do you mean grapevine?
Oh my goodness.
And so, because I didn't enjoy it, because I wasn't coordinated like that. I went a couple times, but it wasn't fun for me, and so I never exercised like that. And I thought that that's what I was supposed to do because that's what everybody was doing. I didn't know I could just walk, right? I didn't know I could just do that. And it was finally in the 1990s when I started playing tennis. And when
Mm.
some and talk about afraid, y'all. Talk about facing your fear. Someone said to me, you should try tennis. And I think it was a coworker that saw me struggling, and that was just her way of trying to be supportive, without being kind of like in my face. She just said, I play tennis all the time. You should try this fun. And I'm like, okay. She said it's fun. Let me go try it. And I went and I took lessons, and it was horrible at the beginning because I mean, really, the ball, I mean, I couldn't hit the ball. The ball was going over the net. I'm not over the net, it was going over the fence. I spent more time picking up the ball than I did hitting it. Nobody wanted me on their team because I couldn't hit the ball, it was hitting me upside the head. It was I couldn't find tennis clothes. I couldn't find tennis clothes to fit me. Right. It was just it was a mess. I was a mess. But I stayed in it. I and like I said, that was in the 1990s. I had played tennis all over the world. I and not not for money or anything like that. But when I go on vacation, I go so that I can play tennis. I will play tennis with anybody. And there are plenty of people that are better than I am, but I don't care about that, right? I know I can keep the ball in play, right? I know I can have fun. I know I can have a good time, and I know I can wear a cute tennis outfit. So
Okay.
that's the thing that's important about it. But
And
the
you know it
only
is.
but the thing is that I worked through the embarrassment. I worked through the fear of not being as good as everybody else when I first started playing. I'm still not as good as everybody else, but you can't tell me that. You can't tell
Okay. So
uh,
we appreciate that encouragement. Lord knows I needed it today too, honey. We we're scared. So what can we do now? I know one thing we can do, and I want you to elaborate on that. Now we can go to class. We have support group tomorrow, and a week from right now, next Saturday, we will have more support groups. So, what can those of us who are scared, whew, what can
mhm,
we do right now
yeah,
where we can get some
yeah,
support to
yeah,
help us strategize? And Sybil,
yeah.
we can come up with some ideas to help you with your need for uh, a companion. So let me know what state you in so I can get you that information. But talk to us about what we can do right
Okay,
now. Those of
okay.
us who are scared, want to make the right decision, want to do the right thing.
Hmm.
Whew.
It's a lot, right? It's a lot to think about, and I'm
Yes.
so glad I'm so glad you mentioned that support group on Monday, because when you come to that support group on Mondays that I offer free for my group in my I am brand new now Facebook group. We do the emotional overeating support. When you come to the group, here's what's so beautiful. Whatever you are scared of, there is somebody in that group that has likely been through the same thing. They have likely been through the same thing. And to be able to talk to somebody that has been through the same thing, they can say, "Hey, sis, I got you. Here's what happened." Right? And I'm not going to ever say that there's not anything to be afraid of. Right? But what I am going to say is that you can face your fear and come out on the other side of it. And once you do it, right? Once you do it, it becomes easier, but it's just taking that first step. And when you talk to somebody that has taken the first step and continues to keep stepping, it empowers you, it emboldens you, and shows you that you can take the first step too. So I'll give you a quick little story that have anything to do with food. When I got my first new car, my first new car was a manual transmission, a 4-speed manual transmission, Ford Escort. They don't even make them anymore. My grandfather helped me buy that car, and he said, "You don't know how to drive a stick shift." And I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "No, you don't." I said, "Yes, I do." So he bought it for me. I got home, I saw the car, it was sitting in the driveway. I was scared to death because I had no idea how to drive a stick shift. I had no idea. And so I was just standing there looking at it. And my grandfather looked at me. He knew I didn't know how to drive one. And he said, "All right." He said, I'll back it out for you. I'll back it out for you, but that's all I'm gonna do. And so he backed it out for me, and then he told me what to do. And then I figured it out. I figured it out, y'all. I figured it out because I had to. If I wanted that car, and I wanted to go back to Dallas, if I wanted that car, I had set to make the payments on it. If I was going to drive it, if I was going to go anywhere, I needed to get past my fear and figure it out. I was bumping up and down the road. I was scooting up and down the road, stalling, right, stopping traffic, right, people honking at me in the parking lot, trying to drive by, trying to figure that thing out by myself. But guess what? I I have since taught my brother how to drive a stick shift. I've taught my sister how to drive a stick shift, and I have taught 3 people how to drive a stick shift.
Okay, we have one that says embarrassed. So it's like, what are you scared of? One person has said she's embarrassed. What can we say, Michelle, to encourage a sister who is brave enough to say
Yeah,
what we all feel?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I,
Thank you for your courageousness getting fit.
yes, 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 yes. I, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you on that embarrassment thing. But you want to? I'm trying to figure out, see if I can see your name here.
Getting
Ooh,
fit after 60, that's her name.
okay, getting fit after 60. So I want to tell you a little secret about embarrassment. Other people don't care that much. They don't. Most people are so self-involved and concerned about their own situation that we think people see us. We think people are paying attention to us. We think that because we're so hypersensitive. Most people most people don't see what we see, and because we are so conditioned not to give ourselves grace, right? To be hard on ourselves, we tend to put a bigger spotlight on our missteps than other people do. So that embarrassment, I get that you feel it. I get that you feel it. But I want you to know that for the most part, people are not paying that much attention. They're not. They're not. And you cannot, please do not let that, right? That fear of embarrassment stop you from claiming what is rightfully yours. Do not, don't, because there is something beautiful and wonderful waiting for you that is yours on the other side of that embarrassment. So stay focused on that thing. Stay focused on what is for you, right? Stay focused on that. And the embarrassment will start to diminish. It will start to pale in the future if you stay focused on that. And what's going to happen? Let me tell you what's going to happen is that as you continue to show up and show up for yourself, the same people that you feel embarrassed about, they're going to be the ones that are going to be the most encouraging. They're going to be the ones that are going to come up, if you're walking, they're going to say, "Oh, I see you out here walking. Good to see you." If at the gym, they're going to say, "Oh, good job. You're looking so good." It is going to be those people, the very people that you feel like you need to be embarrassed around. They're going to end up being your biggest cheerleaders. Give them an opportunity to cheer you on, and the only way that they can cheer you on is when you show up for yourself. So, what other question? Oh, who was
Okay.
this? Do we have? Oh, it's all in my head. Oh, who said that? Who said it's all in my head? Is that getting pictures? Oh, getting
Yeah,
to that picture. Yes, ma'am. And it's all in your head. That is, you hit the nail right on the head. That's the truth. And the great thing about the fact that it's all in your head is that we control everything that's in our head. We control our thoughts. We control our beliefs. And when we do that, then we can control our body and how it moves through this world. When we start getting control of our thoughts, man, oh man, the fact that it's all in our head, we pay attention to what we put in our head. We pay attention to the thoughts that we put in our head. We pay attention to the beliefs that we put in our head. Those thoughts and beliefs and those feelings will take us down the road of success. And one of the ways that we learn how to do that is in that group on Monday night. We talk about that. We talk about reprogramming our thoughts. We talk about reprogramming our thinking, our brain, our feelings. And then in the writing class that we do on Saturdays, right? And as a matter of fact, one of our workshops is called "It's All in Your Head." So when we do our Write Your Way to Your Right work, Write Your Way to Your Right way workshop, it is about that reprogramming that what's in our head. And the way that we do that is we write it. Because when we write it down, that's when it becomes real. When we write it, it becomes real. You think about it. I don't know about you, but I know Deborah Ann and I have had this conversation before. I've had plenty of times when I was in school, when I was a kid, when I had to write 500 times. I would not talk in class. I would not talk in class, right? So, but here's the thing that it cured me of it. In school, it was punishment, right? It was punishment. But as we are adults and we start to write affirmations for the way that we want to put, the way that we want to think, what we want to believe, what we want to manifest and bring into our lives, it is not punishment, it is transformation. And we can write the transformation that we want to see in our life. When we put it on paper, it brings it forth. When we put it on paper, we start creating positive energy around it. When we put it on paper, our thoughts start to zoom in on it. When we put it on paper and we share it with people in the group, they help create energy for us to bring it to us. That's why the group is so powerful. That's why coming on this YouTube channel and having these conversations with Deborah Ann, how she says lose weight with me. She's inviting, right? She is inviting the collectiveness of that energy for everybody that's in this space for us to do it together.
amen.
It is all about the energy. So we can write that because in the writing we are creating. Right. Writing is creation. So think about what you want to create, right? Think about the fears you no longer have and write those down. You don't have to do it on the channel with us tonight, but think about some of the fears, some of the things that you have. What are people going to say? You know, what am I going to do? What will it feel like? I've never been this size before. The last time I was this, you know, what, what about the food? What will I feel hungry? I'm afraid to be hungry. What will happen if I don't eat? All of that. What if I make a mistake? What if I relapse? Some people are afraid of relapsing. But here's what I want to tell you is that sometimes the only way to learn the lesson that you need to learn is to relapse.
Yes.
Some- Sometimes that's the
Yes.
only way to get it. And it is not a failure. What it is a learning opportunity. So we can't be afraid of that, right?
I like that, Michelle. I like that. So this is 4th of July week. So get in your mind what you're gonna eat. And I'm gonna have my next lot when I come back on later tonight. I'm gonna tell you what I put in my shopping cart for the week. And it has a lot. And I want you to share what you put in your shopping cart. So go to your Kroger.com, Walmart.com, Publix.com, Amazon.com, and order some groceries so you can share with me. Well, don't order them, just put them in the cart so you can share with me what you would want to eat.
Mhm.
Today is holiday week. Everybody's taking out vacation, picnic gatherings, all that. So tomorrow we're gonna be here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be able to jump back on and we'll be able to talk to each other because it's a everybody can talk. So I'm gonna, if you look in the community tab, you'll see it. But I'll put a post in this group so you can just click over, or you can go to michellepettis.com and then look at that and get the link so you can participate, because this is what it requires, doing something different that you've not done before.
Right. So Deborah Ann, you're right. I'm so glad you brought up the fact that the Fourth of July weekend is coming up. The fourth is on what, Thursday? Is it-
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Hmm.
So you know, we can have our conversation on Thursday like we normally do.
Okay.
And you mentioned my book at the beginning of this
Hmm.
conversation. Well, there's a book in my body. There's a book in that. I mean, there's a book. There's a story in that book about the Fourth of July. And
Yes,
I don't know if you've gotten to it now, but it's called
I
Food for
have.
the Fourth. It's called Food for the Fourth. And it breaks down, right? It breaks down how where some of these habits and beliefs that we all have about picnics and holiday cookouts and where all that comes from. And
Hmm.
it also speaks to the fact that we can still have more fun than anybody else on the picnic and eat in a way that honors our health.
Amen. Amen.
We can still have more fun connecting with people, connecting with family, and following a healthy meal plan, right?
And
There,
that all right, getting fit after 60. All right, now 73. She says she will be 73. Amen. That's
that's
what I'm
right.
talking about.
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we have Monday support group. We're gonna be back on here Thursday, so that's some support. We're gonna be tired by 6:30, so y'all come on in here. And then this Saturday, we have an opportunity to put pen to paper through guided support. Michelle got this thing down. Okay. So that's actually only, it should be $50, but she only charges us $25. Now it's the first of the month. I know y'all can squeeze $25 out for your health. And that's going to be, talk to us about what's going to happen there, Michelle. That's Saturday. It starts at 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Or is it
No,
12 Central?
no. It's 11 Eastern.
Okay, 10 Central. See, that's what I'll be sitting up here at 10 o'clock Central taking a nap going, I got one more hour. So
No,
talk
no,
to us about what
it's,
happens in
it's,
that
it's,
writing class. And
it's,
who
it's,
is that
11
class for? Who is that
it's,
class for, Michelle?
listen, that class is for anybody that is ready to change their thoughts about what they eat and why they eat. Right? Because you have to change your thoughts first. right? Everything in this culture, not everything, but too much of this in this culture around this thing that we're after, this weight loss thing, is about what can I eat and how much of it can I have. That is all
Okay.
behavior, and that is all important. Too much of it is about working out, working out, working out, and moving your body is important. But the secret, the secret here is the secret. This is what I learned. This is how, after 40 years of trying, after
Mm-hmm.
gaining and losing over 700 pounds, how I finally lost the weight in 2019. I'm the same size now as I was in 2019. That's kind of almost 5 years. Same size. I don't worry one day about gaining the weight back. Not one day. And this here is the secret. The secret is learning how to make peace with food. The,
Mm.
the secret is getting your body to follow your mind instead of fight with
Yes.
your mind.
Yes. That
That
sounds so wonderful. We might not know how to do it, but just by being in this group, y'all know what I do. But when I heard Michelle say she went to a conference and they had a vegetable sandwich, potato chips, cookies, and an apple, and she didn't eat the potato chips and the cookie. When I went to the unhappy cart, it passed by me. I ain't even buy nothing. So that association is you just need one day at a time, and then I'll text Michelle. She probably be busy doing her thing with her sweetie. I be thinking about her sweetie. I'm like, I'm getting me a sweetie soon too, cause Michelle got a sweetie, and I'll text her be like, Michelle, I just wrote something down. And I just share that, and I text my other friend Sheila, who told me about the group. When you may, I didn't write for months. Half the time I be taking a nap because Miss Ever gets stressed out and fall asleep. But then one day I just wrote down something. My concern is that I don't want to hurt my mother's feelings because mothers feel guilty about everything. But my journey, it ain't really got nothing to do with my mama because my mama ain't over here with me while I'm overeating. My sister
mhm,
don't overeat. She eat one meal a day with her husband. My baby sister don't overeat. I'm the only one over here overeating, worried about hurting
mhm,
somebody's feelings.
mhm,
Crazy. So I'm telling you, you got support group tomorrow. You will be back Thursday, and you got
mhm.
next Saturday. So
Yep,
if any other week, we just happen to be meeting today on Sunday. If any other time when you need motivation, you got 1, 2, 3 live motivation sessions. So just
absolutely.
try to tell yourself I'm worth it and just
And,
join us. It's free.
you know what? Just put it in the chat right now. I'm worth it. Put
And put
it.
that down in that chat. Hashtag I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
I'm
I'm
worth
worth
it.
it.
I'm
I'm
worth
worth
it.
it. I'm worth it.
I'm worth
I'm
it.
worth it.
I'm worth
That's
it.
right.
I'm worth it.
That's
I'm
right.
worth it. I'm
That's
worth it.
right.
I'm worth it.
That's
I'm
right.
worth
Oh,
it.
thank
I'm
you
worth
so
it.
much. Everybody's been commenting. Thank you. I can finally figure out how to scroll through all the comments. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Thank you. So good. And we definitely want to be singing happy birthday to Getting Fit on Thursday. And Michelle, thank you for coming on the weekend when you're traveling, having a good old time. And I just thank you. It just has helped me tremendously. I've been talking to the people about possibly getting weight loss surgery, and every day this week I met someone who has had it, who has been successful, and I just think that's so encouraging. So there's a saying that says, "When the student is ready, the teacher appears." And
Mhm.
I know I would like to do it without the surgery, but if I have to, then I just have to. But I know that I'm worth it, and I know I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be sticking right here. And as long as you all support my channel, or even if you don't, somebody will support it. We'll be on here, and we will just lose weight together. We're going to write our food stories, and we're going to make sure we whisper in our own ears, I am worth it.
And worth it.
Porch
I
lady, you worth
am
it,
worth
porch
it.
lady. You better be worth it, porch lady.
I'm
All
worth
right
it. I'm worth it.
now. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So thank you, Michelle. You have, and people do listen after the fact. They listen to these lives when you're here. For some reason, I can't. It won't let me attach Michelle's pictures anymore. But I'll make sure I let everybody know that these are your sessions that you're coming in. So Facebook, YouTube is fickle. So hey, it'll let us attach it another day.
We're gonna make it work.
That's
We're gonna
right.
make it work. And
Yes.
thank you, Deborah Ann.
Thank you,
Thank you
Michelle.
for tuning
We're
in.
gonna
And
okay, y'all. Look here. You heard what Michelle said. We're not gonna try to oust her on YouTube, but she got one more game. I know something we supposed to know in the race. She getting kicked out. She got one more game. One more game. Now we're gonna let her slide right there. But she
uh,
gonna have to learn how to hopscotch, jump rope, double dutch, do some say. You know how we used to do our sayings. She gonna have to learn how to do cha cha. Some that the
I'm gonna learn
ancestors
to do cha
did.
cha. I'm gonna learn to do
Some
cha
you know how
cha.
cha. Okay, well some. She got 30 days, or she at the race. That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
30
We
days.
can't handle it.
Okay,
She
I'll
ain't
be
gonna be able.
practicing.
Know. You know. We're gonna work with her though. We're gonna
You
hold
can
hold her
work
up
with,
to the light.
yeah, work with a sister. Work with a sister. Oh, see this somebody, Janetta.
She says,
Nice to meet
"What's
you
the
too,
support
Janetta.
group name?"
It's I am brand new now. I
Okay,
am
can
brand new
somebody
now.
moderator? Can you put that in there? I am brand new now. You can look that up. I am brand new now on Facebook. But if you
Join
look in
the
the community pages, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all you have to do is hit the link. But if
yeah,
you not put, can someone put I am brand new now, and put look on Facebook. I am brand new now for a support group.
beautiful,
That's
beautiful.
awesome. Thank
All right, honey
you.
bun.
Okay,
Thank
peace and
you.
hair grease,
Okay,
everybody. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Michelle. I'll see you tomorrow. Lord's
okay.
will. Bye.
All right,
This
bye
was
bye.
awesome. Thank you, sweet Janet, Jan. Hey, thank you, Janetta and Sybil and Getting Fit and Porch Lady and some other people, Damanu and a couple people from Nigeria. Thank you, Janetta and Sybil and Rosie. Thank y'all. We appreciate you, okay?
We do. We do.
Peace. Bye.